Good morning. It is Monday, December 15th. This is the Automotive State of the Union. I'm Paul J. Daly. This is Kyle Mountsier. Today we're talking about Carvana buying more Stellantis, Mexico blocking China, and a Tesla Robotaxi with no human in it, and it's driving around Austin.
Oh, no.
We have Anne-Marie on our team tracking it down in a ghillie suit, popping up with binoculars. She's the Robotaxi tracker on the ground in the dirt.
Someone Gemini that right now. Put it in Nano Banana and make it happen. Thank you.
Oh, it's got to work. Oh, music's back. Music's not done yet.
Music's not done.
Oh, my goodness. We are in a fresh new week. We are joking today because it's colder in Nashville than it is in Syracuse.
What even is the world?
I know, but also it's sunny in Nashville. I don't know. What are you picking? Are you picking sunny and cold or cloudy and warmer?
Oh, sunny and cold. All day.
Yeah. Especially when the difference is
sunny can feel, you can go outside and be like, it's fine out here.
There has to be such a temperature disparity to make that call. So it's 15 and sunny. No, it doesn't feel fine out here. It's 15 and sunny, speaking from experience. But the difference between I'm picking 55 and cloudy over 15 and sunny.
All day.
But I'm certainly not picking anything between 15 and 40.
Yeah,
cloudy.
That's right.
Not happening.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly it. No, it's
still
fine.
not.
I mean, we're going to be 65 in 2 days, so everybody's going to have the flu by Christmas.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. You know,
flu by Christmas, so your money back. Oh my gosh, we're releasing so much good content this week. We have been on our longer form podcast, Auto Collabs. Today, we are dropping a new episode. Why auto is using less than 10% of its data with Jason Trifon of Authenticom Group of Companies. Great conversation we had with him. Also, today and throughout the next week, we're going to be releasing all the interviews we did on site at the Alliance for Automotive Innovations Merge Conference in Washington, D.C. So we're talking with Senator Bernie Moreno, Michael Dunn, Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, Jeff Walker, Jason Huff, who's the CEO of Mercedes-Benz of North America, Drew Ferguson with Hyundai. So like a star-studded list that we all captured in one day when we were hanging out at the National Press Club.
A list. I'm telling you. And the convos were amazing. You got to check them out.
They're so good.
Autocollabs.com.
Autocollabs.com. It'll get you to all the subscription places, YouTube and Spotify and all that. I want to thank our sponsors of today's show, Mia. If you could hand your team hundreds of hours back, what would they do with them? Catch up on our own notes? Actually eat lunch maybe? Because giving your team their hours back is exactly what Mia does. She takes the flood of inbound calls, the missed ones, the after hours ones, the ones that land, while your team is juggling 3 other humans, figuratively, metaphorically, not literally, and she handles them instantly, all with a tone that feels, honestly, a lot less stressed than most of us at 4 p.m. More revenue in, more stress out. That sounds like a great value proposition. Can we get Mia?
Thanks to Mia, and thanks for them pushing back and creating technology that is leveraging, that dealers are leveraging to get better at business. That's what we're all about.
More of that, please. More of that, please. All right.
Speaking of more of that.
Oh,
yeah. Segue into the first one.
Segue into the first story is a good sign. Carvana's push into franchise retail continues as it acquired South Atlanta CDJR Fiat, marking its 4th traditional dealership buy of 2025. Once known for vending machines and used cars, they're now rapidly becoming a notable player in new car retail. The store, now Carvana CDJR of South Atlanta, sits in Union City, Georgia, just outside Atlanta. We're actually going to be right there on Thursday this week, Kyle. I'm just realizing that. It was acquired from Houston-based ZT Corporate, which a group ranked 132nd amongst U.S. dealership organizations. Following recent acquisitions in Dallas, San Diego, and Casa Grande, Arizona, all Stellantis CDJR rooftops are now part of Carvana's new car holdings. The aggressive expansion comes on the heels of a Q3 record, $5.6 billion in revenue, up 55%, 44% year-over-year increase in units sold. Carvana has said it's, quote, always experimenting, and they view select dealership acquisitions as tests to learn how to, quote, provide great customer experiences in a franchise setting.
What a high-cost experiment.
I mean,
but
have you seen their stock price?
Look, their stock price is booming because everybody recognizes the opportunity at retail and the resiliency of an OEM to stay in the market. And then when you pair that with someone that's already figured out trade cycle management, it's genius. Here's the thing. Watch the map. San Diego, Arizona, Dallas, Atlanta.
Smile.
I'm just going out there on a limb. we're going to see something in the
Northeast.
Pennsylvania, New York area, somewhere in the Midwest, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan. Then we're going to see Idaho, South Dakota, something like that. And then we're going to see Seattle, Washington.
And then maybe Denver. Denver just to top it all off.
Right in the middle. That's going to be the map. And they're only going to need 8 or 9 of these to deliver to the entire U.S.
I'm just thinking about the logistics of that on a Stellantis store. They got a lot of inventory.
I mean, it's a game changer.
I'd really is a game changer.
I watch everything they're doing.
My goodness. My goodness. I'm literally remembering like the first conversations we had around a Carvana. The very first one was at an event, the very first event I ever put on called ClarityCon. And one dealership general manager, she asked the question. She said, I saw a Carvana license plate on my way here. It was from Buffalo to Rochester. She goes, and I was kind of afraid.
Oh,
right. It was really interesting. It was a great conversation we had, but I mean, it ain't Carvana from 2018. That's for sure.
Totally.
No, but like every other situation, when we talk about what Carvana has done, what people that are doing that are disrupting the model, the most important thing we can do is, number one, take care of the things we can take care of. Number two, learn as much as we possibly can.
Absolutely.
Because experiments usually
stuff in the showroom, online, that if you just drafted a little bit of that, you'd own your market.
Yeah. Experiments cost money, right? We were just talking about that. So what's better than learning from your own experiments? Learning from somebody else's experiments.
Oh.
Speaking of a big experiment, Mexico is trying their hand at the tariff game. They're drawing a bold line in the sand, approving sweeping new tariffs with some aimed squarely at imported Chinese cars. Chinese vehicles now face a 50% import tariff into Mexico, the highest among 1,400 affected products. The policy is seen as direct defense against the surge of low-cost Chinese EVs and ICE vehicles entering Latin America. Mexican officials say the move protects domestic production and aligns with U.S. concerns over Chinese transshipment. Mexico's auto industry has voiced support, fearing China's growing presence could erode market share and local jobs. Beijing obviously slamming the move as, quote, protectionist, true, and warned of possible retaliation.
I'm honestly surprised here. Mexico has been completely open as far as allowing in Chinese brands. But the reality is that Chinese brands saw a clear opportunity to take very deep market share in a bordering country to the one country they're not allowed in. And so for Mexico to kind of like revert course at this point is pretty shocking, especially with how many of these brands have built factories and facilities in the country.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so there's a couple dynamics
to me, but it's a honestly, I think it's a signal to the rest of the world of what's possible in right now, right? I mean, I can only imagine that Europe is kind of looking at Mexico going, interesting. You can pull that off. They're going to see how the Chinese respond and see what happens there.
Well, there's a lot going on in this international trade war, and you and I have been kind of a little bit more in the middle of it as we're just meeting more people that are involved in this global trade. Mexico's move has a lot to do with the fact that the U.S. and Mexico are now kind of navigating and negotiating this treaty where they're trying to play nice with the U.S. So they're trying to play a little bit tougher with Mexico. I mean, play a little tougher with China. So it's not exactly a direct like Mexico-China problem. It's Mexico wants to stay in good graces of U.S., have a good trade agreement there. So they can't be fully open as well. I think BYD represents about half of the Chinese EVs shipping into Mexico. So we'll keep our eye on that, but obviously it's a dynamic that I don't know if they saw it coming, but you know, it's a dynamic, it's in play, and we'll see how it goes from there. We have to ask our friend Michael Dunn what he thinks.
Yeah. Speaking of being in play.
Segue.
All the way in play.
Finally in play is a future that Elon Musk has promised, and it's officially rolling through Austin. Driverless, empty, and already quite controversial. Tesla has begun testing its Robotaxi platform without a human behind the wheel or even a safety monitor in the car, marking its most aggressive autonomy move yet. The sighting appears to involve a Model Y testbed rigged for Tesla's upcoming Robotaxi platform, so it's still not the actual Robotaxi, it's the Model Y. Elon Musk confirmed testing is underway with no occupant in the car. This marks the first known on-road test without a safety driver or a passenger. No verified safety data showing FSD is safer than human drivers. According to NHTSA filings, Tesla's Robotaxi tests in Austin have already logged a crash every approximately 62,000 miles. So, that's pretty good with safety monitors still inside.
I think, okay, a couple things here. Number one, Waymo's like, welcome.
Welcome to the game.
We're having babies in these Waymos. We're driving aggressively. Like, we're glad you ditched the human finally. But I think it's also very strange because when you see a Waymo, it's obviously a Waymo. It's got sensors all over it.
Sensors everywhere.
But this is just like any old Model Y driving around. And the thought of just like, oh, there's no person in that one. There's person in that one. There's no person in that one always trips me out when I think about it. But obviously, if they're confident enough to start this, they've obviously learned enough. They haven't been doing it that long. So I think it's also important to remember they have not been, they haven't been operating that long. They've been building the software largely untested. And then after a pretty short period of testing now, there's no more safety driver. Let's see. We got a little extra show note in here. Waymo's numbers, 0.41 incidents per million miles. That's a lot different.
That's way different than 1 per 62,000. That is wild.
Yeah. So there you go. Waymo.
They got some catching up to do, fam.
Well, Elon said something last week too. He said, that it was a statement that basically was this. I mean, at one point we all thought, it was competitive, but it's so obvious now that no one can compete with Tesla's Robotaxi. He said something like that.
So interesting.
I think he's just lean.
You got to be bullish if you're the CEO and you just got $1 billion pay package, right?
I know. No, is it $1 billion?
Yeah,
$1 billion pay package.
No, it's $1 trillion. If
it was $1 trillion.
That's right.
I was going to say $1 billion seemed a little light.
Trillion.
Yeah, a little light. I'll settle for the $1 billion. We'll give him the $1 trillion. That's fine. No, but I mean, a little bullish is one thing, but I think he's just leaning in on his confidence in their ability to manufacture and scale. And I also think when he cooks that number, I think he's baking in the fact that there are going to be just a lot of people who own Teslas who are going to deploy them as robotaxis.
Yeah.
Because they already have millions of vehicles on the road. So
yeah,
I don't know. Well, if you could tell us what's going on in his mind.
The entire country. So they're better than Google Maps when it comes to that, probably.
That's true. I'm surprised they don't have a map feature. Okay, I'm just stop myself there.
Just stop it. Done.
I think we've done enough today. It's Monday. We have a lot of work to do. Second half of the month coming in hot. Go to autocollabs.com and check out all the content we're releasing this week. You will not be disappointed.